Well, let's get started. We got a lot of ground to cover. Let's see. Before we jump into a update, let me make sure there's not anything lingering here in our development chat. Let's see. Todd, did we figure out why that one lady was not able to add a custom topic yesterday?
No, not yet. We have not figured that part out.
Were you talking to
Even though
anybody
I
about it?
tested it.
Yeah, you
I
tested it.
posted in development.
Okay, yeah. When you tested it, what happened?
It works just fine.
Worked fine for you. And she's
Yeah.
in the latest version.
Yeah, she's in 47.
Okay. Have you been talking to Jerry about it at all?
No, not since last night. Not since I posted in development.
Last night, were you guys talking about it?
Just in development.
Okay. What I'm wondering is if it's been investigated.
I have not
That I
investigated.
don't know.
I am prepping these SMSs though to go.
Okay. Do you have any direction on it, or do you want me to point one of the front end guys on it?
So I don't have any information other than Todd. Have you tried to create an identical topic? I have another idea that perhaps the filter, maybe Sentry, if we could pull their session replay. Uh, I wonder if maybe the filter is like catching it for some reason.
That's a theory. That's a good theory. Or I was thinking, could it possibly be just the file type of the image or something weird around the image she's trying to upload?
That's possible. I mean, maybe the session replay could give more insight.
Okay, Todd, will you point Ismail to that, and let's get Amit to also look at it.
Yeah, no problem.
If you guys could look in the development channel um, from 8 p.m. Pacific time, 8:04 Pacific. Sharon Hill had an issue creating a topic. You can see a screen record on it. She's hitting send because I can see the little message animation, but then no topic. And I'm wondering if the image is the problem. Amit and Ismail, would you guys take a look at that for me?
Yes, Johnny, actually.
Okay. Ismail, are you there?
So on mute. I am. I was just watching the video. So it's the last video that Todd said,
Not the last one.
or the one
It would have
creating
been
the topic. Okay, I see it.
11:04 your time.
Oh, actually, you know what? I just opened Sentry and I think I know what it could be. I wonder if it's the word maggot.
Oh, because interesting.
Yeah, because I see a couple moderation flags that came up, and it doesn't say they were using the word maggot, but the ones that I do see have that word in it.
So
Oh,
our
I'll
moderator
test it right now.
doesn't tell us what triggers it exactly.
It would say like what category of speech it finds itself in, but not not the exact words.
It'd be nice if it told us the word. That'd be helpful, but okay.
Considering that she was trying to create a can somebody try to create a custom topic called Texas Maggots? Like try to
I'm gonna
read
do it right now.
the same exact topic and see what happens.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, that makes sense then.
But why did the other chat not go through either?
Was there another one?
Yeah, where she sent. Where did my text go?
But it was the same.
It's on the same post.
Yeah, same topic name.
Oh, so she gets blocked for the whole topic.
I suppose. Does it apply to the topic as well, Jerry?
Yeah.
So like you can't text after that.
Well, if the topic fails to create a message in that topic, wouldn't create.
Sorry, can you
Yeah.
repeat that?
The topic never created.
The topic never created. Um, but it doesn't need it. Oh, because the whole thing got blocked. I see.
Yeah. Okay, so that seems like that might be mystery solved there. Todd's going to confirm it here in a sec.
Yeah, just one moment.
And then can you, Jerry, unlock that word? Like, is that possible?
I will see what I can do. I mean, as I said, I could just whitelist the word maggot, but then
That's what I mean.
and then it
Yeah.
becomes a safe word that bypasses the
I
filter
mean,
together.
it's not the worst word ever.
Right. Well, I'm trying to see. I'm looking to see how I can configure the moderation, seeing if I can like call that a safe word.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I'm looking into right now, without like just having it completely bypass the filter.
Gotcha.
Now she did two things. She wrote Texas maggots as the topic, and also provided a message with the word maggot in it.
Yeah, it seems that the topic is the one just blocking it no matter what she types out, because she types out a very neutral message and it's still rejected.
Oh,
I
okay.
think because of the topic name. Jerry said the topic will also be filtered.
I see. I see.
Uh, okay, so that's that. Let's wait. What happened, Todd, when you tried it?
Not yet. I was going through her video step by step to make sure I do it exactly. But I'll do it right now.
Just name it that same thing and see what happens. Okay, and then let's see. And then you had a problem where you deleted, create a topic. After deleting the topic, Flamingo showed in the lobby, even though the topic is gone.
Right. So the message that was in the topic
Mm.
was removed in the topic completely, and the message, but the preview of that message was still showing up in the message lobby as the most recent message.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that one's an edge case, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure it's urgent, but it's probably pretty rare.
Yeah. Okay. Is Amine here yet? No. Okay. Okay, well let's get your update on it.
Uh, so today, first I work on this notification, tagging notification. So I completed a creator pull request, and here I have two questions on. So first one is regarding Sontel send me two notification text. So it should be 50-50 goes, or like how it's single text it will go.
I'm assuming 50-50. Are they very similar?
Let me share my screen.
Okay.
I asked her, but this might be busy. My laptop. I have to change my laptop. It's too old. Header. See here. Header. Your face just made a cameo, and the message would be name tagged you in the photo.
Yeah.
Second is header. Name tagged you in a photo with a X number of your fabs. Message. Scored goal is called unlocked. Two types of notifications. I can see that.
Okay. I think one is for multiple people.
Hmm?
Let me think about this for a minute. Profile photo. Yeah, the second one is if you were tagged in a photo with three.
So when there will be multiple people, then in that case we will use this type of header and message, right?
Yeah, send those to me. I'm gonna change the wording a little bit. I don't know why.
Okay.
You wouldn't be tagged with your faves, as she said, because you'd be tagged with your friends. It should say three of your friends. But yeah, send that to me. But the
So
first the top one is for a single, for single people. Yeah.
and here, okay, notification part is clear. And we are also sending SMS to the phone number when we tag a phone number. So phone number text should be like different, or we can use a existing one.
Existing.
So I will
Well,
what,
no, it should be slightly different because it should be
so what we are sending. Danny earlier send us to me. I will show you what we are sending.
okay. Send that to me as well.
Okay. First name tagged you. Her body will be like this. What should be the body I'm passing? So body will be from this message there. So you can assume tagged you in photo. And
This is the one you just showed me, right? Where's the
hello,
one? Dan? Yeah, can you hear me?
that is there. This one, bottom one, SMS.
Oh, down there. Okay. Um, show me where it starts.
Which one? Here start with the first. Okay, so I will send you a
Oh,
separate one.
the SMS. Which one? The SMS on the very, very bottom line, right?
Bottom one line, yes.
I feel like there's a section missing because it says you can view the photo here,
Yeah,
but
there's definitely something missing if I sent that.
So it is like one minute. I will send you what is there. Just a minute. There it was.
You just scrolled by it, Amit.
This one, notification text of tag in a photo. Put a photo here. This is the SMS now. You can view the photo here, circles, link group. This
So-
is the name, first name tagged you in a photo. In group
yeah,
chat.
I didn't see that line where your cursor is. I didn't see that when you just showed me.
Okay.
Can you send me all of that?
Yes.
Okay. And then when you're done, can you update me again what your what your status is here?
Don't send you.
Thank you. So what's your status of this now?
So this is 95% completed. Just now, note this text twiddling is remaining. So if you will tell confirm me, so we can tickle this text also.
So everything's functional except you just need the exact wording.
Correct.
Okay. Have you tested it with Ismail at all?
No, so I just create a pull request for it. So once it will be deployed, so we'll test with him. I ping him the details
Okay.
already. Yeah.
So maybe we could test this out here in Standup, Jerry and Ismail, just to make sure everything's working. We don't have any additional.
Yes, we can test.
Okay. Okay.
And
What else? Anything else?
but like, I think some work for testing it from the so Ismail needs some work there, right, Ismail?
Let's ask. Yeah, Ismail. So would you be able to test this notification?
We're talking about the
Tagging.
tagging. Yeah, I mean, we can. So it will behave the same as the chat deep link one, right?
Well, no, remember it's going to open the photo.
Oh, well, that part I still didn't implement because that API is still like they just finished it.
Okay. How do we test that?
Well, you need to implement it first.
Okay. But wait, didn't you do that yesterday?
No, because the API was not ready yet.
Is it ready now?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it was ready like not too long ago, so I have to still go through it and add the code to.
Okay. Do you have any questions for Amit regarding it? How's it look?
Um, he gave me the API information, so I added that in, and now I need to kind of test it with the new parameters, and then and then theoretically, I should be getting notifications right of it after I tag someone
Yes,
now.
yes, yes.
So after I tag someone, then I should look into the notification I'm getting. I'll click on it, see how it behaves, and then add the support for opening the image.
Okay. Okay. So why don't you give us your update as far as where does everything stand now?
Yeah, sure. So in terms of the build, I had a PR up yesterday where I opened or removed that hood for everyone, the one that potentially causes a white screen when inside main chat.
Mm-hmm.
As for what was the other bug? Oh yeah, and then I added the fix for that bug where if you try to share a chat, existing one within while you're composing, it won't take you to that, or it would just open that duplicate main chat.
Mm-hmm.
So it shouldn't do that anymore.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's it.
some testing. That's going to need some testing, right?
That's gonna need some testing.
It could have some unintended consequences.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't want to switch too much time on it, but I found like the problem was the API was getting called too early. So I added a condition where if there is no topic, if it's not the main chat and there's no topic key, then don't call the API. Because what are we calling?
Mm-hmm.
If those two conditions are right, it's either the main chat or the topic. So
Okay.
there's kind of a middle, yeah. But anyway, so that seemed to work on my simulator there, where it took me to the topic. Uh, it wasn't as like I feel like there was a bit of a jump there, which could probably go further in debugging. With that might require changing code elsewhere. Um, like I said, chat can get a little messy now. Anything you touch is very sensitive. So I just want to see how this feels. If this is good enough for now, it's safe. If we want to go further down, or if we see other side effects, then we have to kind of dive in again and see what we can change. But then again, anything that we change, we have to really test. Like that's the thing about chat right now. It's one of those features where any small change can affect it in multiple places.
Gotcha.
So and then we have tags. So I kind of want to demo where that is right now. It's a very good spot. Obviously now I need to implement the new changes for the API to include message key and group key, which like I said, just got, and then open the images. But here's how it would look using it. Let me see if how my I have to do this on my physical phone so that we can see. Um, so. Well, first of all, let me show this real quick so we have an understanding. Where's the share button? Why do they hide it?
I know, right? It's a little teeny tiny arrow in a box, left side, middle.
Okay, so let me first share this phone. This is my simulator. Now you can see that these are the people that are tagged in this image. This one is external user,
Okay.
and we show that it shows. So remember that this is an external user. That's all I need you to remember from this.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
So now we're gonna go to the other phone. Oh, there it is. They changed it. Also allow share audio and noise. Okay. So is my phone visible?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you can see that this one isn't anymore. Doesn't look like it's an external, and the reason for that is um it, uh, it's not the creator
Yeah.
who created this.
Mm-hmm.
But now this one is, and we
Okay.
can see if we click on it,
I still don't love
it would
the
open.
approach of creator because it's not just the creator. Like
Correct. Well, there's going to be backend change where
Mhm.
that it determines if we should display it or not. But I don't think that's ready just yet.
Yeah, it'll be visible to another friend who has that.
Correct. So is that change ready? But okay, let's just pretend that that is the case because I'm going to add that logic. But in terms of like functionality, you would see that
Okay.
I can remove this, but I can't remove the other two because I'm not the one who added them.
Okay.
So we still need creator for like the fact that,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, like I said, if you kind of just click on this, it would open the
Mm-hmm. Okay.
invite, so you can invite the person to Circles.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. And so pretty much the functionality is all there. Now the last step would be, as you mentioned, to basically have the inviters all see it as pink. Now that would be that would require the backend to determine if the user, like the other user who's viewing the tag, who's not the one who created it, if they also have this friend in common.
Yeah. Okay.
So if they do, it would show as pink, and you can.
Yeah. Let me ask. I don't remember if Amit was assigned
I
that.
think Jerry. We talked about it with Jerry, right? Jerry, do you remember that? Or, but I don't know if Ahmed or Jerry's gonna do it. I just remember we talked about it with.
I thought it was Amit, but
Was this
Sure.
notifications?
no. This is actually if let's say I tag someone in a photo,
Mhm.
they're in my contacts, so it sends them an SMS.
Mhm.
But you also have it's our mutual friend. You have them in your contact as well. If you see the um the tagged photo, you also see you could also send them an SMS. You have a invite button there um to tag that person.
Um, like trying to figure out what you're. Hmm.
Let me think about this for a second. Oh, missing
Yeah,
a
I thought we were returning the phone number if you have them in your contacts. No?
Yeah, hold on a second. What am I missing? If you're okay, they're external user. You and I both have them in the contact.
Yeah, I guess we need to return the phone number. Was that change made? We talked about it, but
Wait a minute. I'm missing. I'm on the circle of trust. Let me go back to the original thought because I feel like I missed something. On this, if I invite somebody in onboarding, let's say they go into my circle of trust. This is kind of this is separate, but like same functionality. So I invite them they're in my circle of trust as a ghost user or external user, right? And you also are friends with that person, and we have them mutually in our contacts. If you go to my profile and see my circle trust with our mutual friend Scott, you also can hit the invite button on Scott um, to invite him, almost like a race, a competition to see who can get Scott credit for inviting Scott into the app. That was the theory on that one. And with the tagging, I was under a similar strategy of showing only, like if it's a mutual contact, showing they're still an external user, it's a mutual contact, and you both have the option of tagging. But what am I missing here? Danny, are you following this? Like, why would I invite or tag a guy again a second time in a photo? I feel like I'm drawing a blank on why we even were going down this road.
I was on the phone ordering balloons for the the event today, but I will say, just catching the end of that, it's
Actually,
not that you would tag someone twice.
hold your thought. Hold your thought. Ismail, will you share your screen while Danny's talking? Let's look at it again. Okay, so we have a visual. Go ahead, Danny.
What I remember us talking about was that somebody else might tag them, not that you would tag them twice.
But how could you? How if they're not tagged yet? How could we know they're not in the app? They're So like in this screenshot here, you see the pink one is an external user who was tagged by Ismail. And now you're looking at now you're going to tag. I guess I suppose I don't know what is our functionality here. Like so you have a mutual contact of Ahmad with between you and Ismail here. What's your functionality after Ismail tagged him?
If Ismail tagged him,
Yeah, and he's external.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know that if I saw a button here, I would tag him again. I don't think I would.
And why would we? I feel like I'm missing something. Like, why did we even go down this path?
Well, we went down this path because we thought, okay, let's say Ahmad is in the photo and Ismail tags him, but Ahmad does not respond to Ismail's SMS. Maybe they haven't talked to each other in a while. Maybe they're not even really good friends at all. But then the best friend comes by and sees Ahmad in a photo. You want the best friend to still tag him.
So like, you get tagged again
Well,
or invited?
well, invited because um, what if Ismail barely knows Ahmad, but
Maybe you
I'm
should say invite Ahmad, like plus invite Ahmad. Right?
I mean, yeah, I mean, if I saw that pink, but I'm not sure I'd even know what it does.
Yeah, no, and I'm forgetting what our strategy was here.
Our strategy was to make sure that the person who is in the photo doesn't get tagged by some random stranger, because if you get tagged by some random stranger, you might not accept the invite if it says it's coming from them.
Okay. Okay. Well,
But
I
then,
mean, we can't really control how well they know each other, like people
True.
tag each other. So then we still have the option for you to come and invite Ahmad.
yeah,
Maybe you should say plus invite.
it also depends on if we're even telling the user who it is that tagged them.
There's that too, which we're not doing here. It seemed so clear last week when we were talking about it, and my mind maybe filled up with a lot more totally unconnected information here, and now it's just not clear to me. It was weird. And Chantel's not here either, is she?
No, she's having a problem. She's at the vet.
Okay. Maybe she could shed some light on this. But now I'm wondering. I mean, it's for sure clear to me why I want to do it on the Circle of Trust. That makes sense. Me and Jerry have a mutual friend named Scott. Scott still hasn't accepted my invite. Jerry can invite him. And you, and Jerry have a mutual friend named Scott. You can also invite Scott. Scott's getting invited by all his friends. If they if you if it's on that circle trust and his mutual friends profiles, that makes sense to me. I want that. But it's making less sense to me how it applies here.
I mean, if I'm trying to level up and bring people in, I might.
Yeah.
There was some kind of race we talked about, wasn't there?
Yeah, loosely, like, if me, you, Jerry on board and invite Scott, or one of us invites Scott, someone else can try and get credit for the invite by inviting him again. But that's a little different than this. So what would we want here? Would we want to say plus invite?
Hmm.
And does it matter who tagged him in the first place?
Hard to envision it with plants. um,
That's not throwing me off. It's more so like, what are we trying to accomplish?
yeah. I think we're trying to accomplish showing the user that, showing the person seeing it, that person's not in the app yet.
Yeah, but you could do something
Yeah.
versus like a total stranger isn't gonna have like a plus. They're not even gonna see it as pink, right? Ismail, like if you don't have a mod in your contacts, this tag is gonna look like the other tags, right?
That's a plan. It's not implemented yet, but that's a plan.
Okay, so imagine it'll be like a standard tag unless you have a mod in your contact. Then you get to see it in this way.
Yeah,
Which
for
gives you
example, this other one a is a external user as well, but it shows normal because I have it set to creator right now. Like if you're the one who created the tag and it's external, you'll see it like this. If it's external, you're not the one who created. You won't even know it's external. So it's going to be the same implementation, except we're going to be going based off of if this person is in your contact, you would see it as external. If this person is not in your contact, you just see it as a regular tag.
okay.
So that will be determined. I guess Jerry, you said you would return the phone number.
Yeah. Now the phone number could be nulls if that person is not in the contacts.
Correct. So if I ever see a null phone number, I can assume that that person is not in the contact, and I'll just show as a regular tag. Now for that feature, is that implemented or is that something you're gonna add to the API?
I'm going to modify it. Just want to make sure that for that API to get all tags, you're passing or requesting user key to it.
Requesting user key. Let me see here.
As long as there is a requesting user key that's being passed to it, I can
Yeah,
do that after the fact.
tag and photo. Update tags. Yeah, there's a requesting user key.
Okay. Then yeah, then I'll make sure that changes in there to where if they're not in your contacts, it'll be null.
Okay, cool. And that's a phone number, just to confirm.
Maybe it should say invite a mod to Circles.
And I will say, if I was in like a nightlife chat and I did see my friend tagged in a photo, and I saw that he wasn't in the app, and there's this pink button there, I probably would invite him just so, or at least I'd want him to know he's in this photo in this app.
Mm-hmm. So to say, like invite a mod to Circles, would that be more?
It'd be more clear
Yeah. Okay.
because I wouldn't know what it means just by
Okay.
looking at
And then
it.
I think the SMS drawer would come up then with a pre-written text, but that text should not be our standard one. It should probably say something like, Ahmad, you were tagged in a photo. Hurry up and join Circles or something like that. Something about being tagged in a photo, I guess. That's what I'm saying. Come directly from the user, which is obviously the most valuable. Was that part of your plan, Ismail, to pull up the SMS drawer?
Yeah, I already demoed that.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we're there,
Mm-hmm.
and we can put whatever text in there we want, right?
Mm, yeah. Probably just have to make modifications to the function of the invite. The whole invite process, I feel like, is a little complicated in terms of how the code it requires so many things.
What do you mean?
Like to get it to work, I need to call like a lot of things where I feel like maybe I should talk to Amine about this and if we can have it
Hmm.
in like a separate function. That's like easy to use because it's used throughout the app now in multiple places. But we
Right.
have to set it up in each place and it's not exactly an easy setup, I would say.
Okay.
I was saying maybe if me and Amin could like have because like he used it in a lot of places and he wrote a lot of this functionality, so I don't want to break anything. But
Yes.
maybe we can have like a hook that you can pass in just a phone, like a contact and a maybe a message or something, and have it and be accessed that way instead of having to do the whole setup every time.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, did you catch that?
No, can you repeat it?
That's okay. I'll come back to you. Because Jerry has his hand up.
Yeah,
What's up?
this is unrelated. Zane wants me to send out a third SMS. I want to run it by you, make sure it's fine. He wants to send out an SMS to everybody who has not RSVP'd in the Bar West chat.
Yeah, he mentioned he wanted to say if you're coming, then you need to RSVP to something to that effect.
Well, okay, I'm sending out two right now.
Yeah.
Well, ignore the one about Flamingo House. So I'm sending out one to everybody who has already RSVP'd.
Yeah, the reminder that one. Yeah. Okay.
And then Zane wants to send out a different one to everybody who has not reserved yet, RSVP'd.
Yeah, I know.
Like 2,000 SMS. I just don't want to run this number into the ground
Yeah.
because it's one of those messages they're just not going to interact with. I get cautious every time we do an SMS now.
Let me see. Yeah.
It's going to be about 2,000 total we're sending.
2,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a lot.
Right. They are opted into the chat.
Yeah,
I'd rather do it as a push.
I'd rather do all this as a push. That's why.
Well, the one I do like the one for Flamingo House because they did just opt in 2 days ago, and there's gonna be another event next weekend.
Mhm.
And I watched a lot of session replays. There's a lot that just like they just breeze through onboarding like super fast, because they were in line. So I do like that, and it's a small test, 100 plus people. I want to see how effective it is. So that'll be a really good test, as the way I'm looking at that. Let's start with these two, and let me talk to Zane about the third.
Okay, so these are going to be SMSs for both of them, or we're just
The first two,
Flamingo
yeah,
House is going to be an SMS.
the first two, the RSVP, yes, they are RSVP. It's a reminder. That's,
Okay,
yep. And then the Flamingo House one, yeah,
okay,
those two, yeah.
got
And
it.
then I'm gonna talk to him about the third.
Got it. Okay, I'm going to be sending those out in. I'm going to be sending those out in about 20 minutes.
Okay, perfect. I'm messaging him right now. They both are going to have the reply exit part to it, right?
Oh, they need to have reply. Wait,
Yeah.
reply exit. No, not exit, because exit is for the group message. This is just a one-off.
Okay. Do we have a stop or exit?
I can add at the end reply stop to end or something.
Yeah, use the common.
Yeah, let me find what that. What
I
that
have one somewhere here. Did I delete it? Yeah, I have one here. Here, I'll send you one I just got yesterday for a haircut place.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, sent.
Stop to opt out. Got it.
Let me finish this message because I guess. Okay. So we left off on. Was there anything else, Jerry?
No, not about that.
Okay.
I'm just. We send 15.
Okay. So then, Ismail, we were talking about the invites, and you're not a fan of how it's architected right now.
Not the invites, it's the link. Yeah, the way we. Well, it's not that it's the way it's architected. It's that it's not reusable. It's not easily reusable.
I see. Okay. Um, what else do you have to demo here? Any questions you have?
No. Just in terms of the notifications, is that up now? Like, will I be able to test that? So there's like
Nope.
two things around this that I need to test. One is if I'm getting the notification, if it's navigating me to the right chat.
I thought you said you still had to connect the backend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm asking, is the backend ready?
Comment. Is the backend?
Package is ready.
What?
Okay. Uh, and then the second thing, we just after Jerry's done with the whole returning the number or not to show the invite.
Mhm.
And then the last thing is I just wanted to have a work session with Amine to see if we can simplify how to create those invite links.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's a good segue to. I have a question about inviting, also with a link. I mean, I sent you a message yesterday. Ismail, leave your emulator up. Can you, Ismail, will you go to a group chat and the menu? Yeah, tap on the icon for the main chat. I mean, did you get my message there? See where it says the shareable link and it has a copy button?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I saw that.
and
Mhm.
okay, and I'll let Ismail know too, and Jerry, the idea here. So where it says copy, what I want to do is add a button next to copy, and it's for a QR code for the chat. So that way I can use a QR code to invite somebody directly to this chat.
So it's a QR code. It's a QR code of the whatever represents the chat link. Got it.
Exactly. I assume this is going to be fairly straightforward.
Yeah.
Awesome. What do you think, Amine?
Yeah, so when a user press that button, it's gonna be that drawer with the QR code, the same we doing for People Finder.
Exactly.
I have
Okay.
a suggestion. I like see that link, shareable link to join this chat.
Yeah.
It's going to be cut off, especially if we add a button for a QR code. We're not
Already,
going to see the URL. I don't know why we have the URL there for now.
it's already cut off, and it's okay because I get the idea. It's a URL because the HTTPS : /.
I know
So it's okay. It's been working.
okay. Yeah, I didn't know if more people hit like the copy button or if they go in that text box. I could just imagine it being smaller when we add a button to show the QR code.
Yeah, we're gonna have to shrink it the size of one more button.
Yeah.
Or I'm not sure if it's like we like or not, but instead of like seeing copy, we do the icon of the copy. You know,
What is the icon
Uh,
I call? Like two little
like
sheets of paper? Or?
yeah, that one.
No, people get confused so easy. Let's just have it say copy. And we can make the button a little closer to the box?
Yeah.
Like,
Is
yeah.
it like is
So,
it designed now? Right.
no, I just kind of came up with that last night.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but we'll do something. Basically,
Well,
just like
we want just like another button that's like copy. The same looks like copy too. And
yeah,
what
same
it
width
says
and
is
height.
it says QR.
Yeah, same width
Mhm.
and height as copy. So second button,
And
same width and height. Yeah, and it will say QR QR code. Let's have it say QR code.
okay, so yeah, I can do it without a design. We can just that will just only shrink the text input
Right.
a little bit, so it gives some space. But
Exactly.
yeah, we don't need a design. We can just do it like that.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. This will be really effective. We actually kind of needed it last weekend, so this will be great. Yeah, what's up, Jared?
One more comment or question about the SMSs. All of them, they're both generic. I was almost thinking that we could like prepend it with the person's name or.
Oh, okay. I like that. Yeah, that's a nice touch.
Okay. Yeah, I'll throw their name in it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes it more legitimate. They're the ones that RSVP'd, so great. Good job. Okay, cool. So I don't know, Ismail, if this changes anything you were thinking about with the inviting, but I did want to have the QR here.
Mm, I don't think this has anything to do with the tagging.
Okay. But overall, so I mean, Ismail wants to have a work session with you on how invites work in general. How would you phrase that? Ismail?
I want to create like an easy hook or something that we can, like, if we want to send the invite and we have that contact information. So even the way we pass it, it's just I feel like it's a little complex, maybe more complex than it needs to be. Like I don't know. I didn't look into too much detail, but I remember when I tried to set it up, I was like, I had to like do a bunch of things just to get it to work. Where
Is
I
it
was wondering.
sorry to interrupt you. Okay, continue.
Yeah, I was just saying. So what I'm trying to say is, if I want to invite somebody to Circles and I want the SMS store to pop up, and we need their obviously their name, their contact name, the contact phone number, and the message. Um, the link should always be the same. It's to take them to the App Store, but the message before the link could vary. For example, if we send them that SMS opens when you're inside tagging a photo, we would say, oh, somebody tagged you, download the app in a photo. Or if it's from Circle of Trust, it would be a different message, whatever it is now. So I was just wondering, and now we're using this list and there's one more place John wants to add invites to. So we're gonna be using it like 4 or 5 different places. So I was wondering if we can create like a hook or something to make this a lot easier to use throughout the
Well,
app.
if you're talking about like the invite that's gonna pull the link for the invite and the SMS draw, that's already a hook.
Mm,
Because if
not
you
not that I'm talking about the whole thing, like in terms of getting
yeah,
credit, in
the whole
terms of
thing, like the whole
cus-
thing of calling.
customizing the message.
Well, maybe we're not like online on the same page, but for me, it's like I have a hook that's called a function that's gonna call the API to get the invite code, to get the link, to see if there is an SMS it should be calling it. Like all and we've been using it in the SOC screen, the onboarding screen, now
What's
the
the hook
people
called?
screen. Let me see. Invite. It's a hook called use phone invitation, and it gives you a backup function that's called invite.
Yeah, so that one which I did use
Mm-hmm.
because I looked at how you did the other ones, and that hook works from use phone invitation. Now, let me see. We still have to, like, for
Oh,
example, credit for
are
for
we?
example the the credit invite mutation, right?
Yeah, that handles the credit invite too.
Uh, but you have to call the. mm, Hey, let me see if I'm not
Well,
understanding
are we?
this
Are we like?
properly.
Are we adding new functionality, if we're adding new functionality, that of course it would need updates and it needs to handle the new things that we're gonna do. But if we're gonna just like want to
Mm,
invite the same as we have in the app, I think it's covered most of the thing.
credit
Honestly,
invite. Okay. So I guess okay, it does handle the credit invite. I see maybe the credit invite here is not needed because I saw there was still a mutation called credit invite that was being called in the other places. But now looking at the hook, I guess we don't need it because there's something called or the create invite is called within the hook that you mentioned. So
hmm
I guess
yeah.
it's called twice in the other flows.
In other is being called twice.
The credit invite, yes.
Credit like um.
Let me see. Well, actually, one is called. Okay, so this is getting a little confusing. One is called credit invite. The other one is called invite contact two, but they're both under the name credit invite in the code at least. So I'm not sure
Okay.
what's the differences
Mm.
there.
Like one, it's called no. Yeah, like the naming one calls credit invite, and the other one called credit invite. It's called invite
No,
contact
one is called invite contact
two,
two, and the other
right?
one is
And
called credit invite.
they are not the same mutation. If you go inside the schema,
Yeah,
you will
so but we do, it looks like we need both. Like wherever one is called, the other is called.
we call them both in different cases.
Mm, okay. Uh, so what's the difference between them?
Maybe Jay can help to like one. It's called. Let me see. This user credit invite will be
But
used.
it looks like one is to invite the person to generate the link, maybe, and then the other one is to credit them, which I'm assuming we always want to credit whoever creates the invite. So that's what I'm saying. If you always want to credit it, maybe you can move it to the hook.
Yeah, we can move it to the hook. To have it
But
a little bit
but
more.
yeah, but I'm not sure if that is the case. I'm assuming that sounds like logical to me.
Um, hmm. yeah, like the hook. So the the hook, what it does, it's not like that. What's the word? It's not like it's handling everything. At the end, it gives you a result back, and based on that result, we have different handling based on like which from
Mm-hmm.
which this user triggered the invite. It's not like everything inside that hook.
Mm, okay. Um. Okay. And uh, I guess after I figured it out, it was simpler. But also one thing that I had to do was like deserialize without category. Um. I was wondering if we can maybe do the deserialization within the hook also.
Well, the thing is that hook, it's being called in different screens where different screens call in different queries. In some queries, we get the phone number with a category, which is like the
Mm-hmm.
MU. In some screens, when we call some queries, we get the phone number without that. So
Mm,
I think the idea was like to keep that outside of the hook because it's different from one screen to other. We can do it. It's gonna make that hook more complicated. It's gonna have like you're gonna have a lot of ifs going on there.
okay.
If you want to, we can like
Uh,
I don't like it, but we're gonna do another hook that's gonna call the first hook, which is gonna handle this is gonna abstract it more. And
mm,
having like too much abstraction, it's not really a good idea in the long term. You'll just you'll just like waste a lot of time just maintaining that when you ever gonna add some new functionality or something. Abstraction is always tricky. You need to find the good balance where you wanna stop the
mm,
abstraction.
yeah.
If you have any ideas or something else, like we can discuss this more after the stand up, or because I don't know like your case now that you wanna
Mm.
have what you wanna use this hook for. then
Well, we're
yeah.
gonna use it for tagging images. I guess also one other main concern that we might want to talk about is the the message that gets sent inside the SMS.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe also if there's a way to make that easy to customize
Yeah,
based
sure.
off of where you get or based off of where you're sending that invite link from. Because if you're sending it from a picture, if you know it's gonna say tag, you've been tagged, join the app. If you send it from somewhere else, it'll say something different. I think we have a few different messages. Um, I guess that's also one last concern that I have. So those are the things that I thought maybe we can simplify a little bit. So like, but I guess if you are saying that the deserialization thing will, it's it's not always the same in like the way we receive it. I guess I can see how if we can keep that outside. Um, in terms of the second point again is crediting the invite. It looks like what we do is we wait for the response of the hook, the invite hook, and if it's successful, we send the credit. So I don't know. Do you want to keep that the same, or do you want to include that within the hook itself? Uh, make- yeah, that's another point.
It's just,
And then the
yeah, we just have to look where we use this hook right now
Mhm.
and see the use case. And if it's gonna be good, then yeah, we can brought in inside the hook. It depends. It's like we might
Yeah.
like, but we might be broken some flows because I did a search and it's been used inside one, two, three, four, five. Like there's six places where we do this. So
Hmm.
we'll have to go through each all of this one and see if we're not gonna break anything and
Yeah,
test.
and there's gonna be two more places that we're also gonna use this. So that's kind of why I just want to make sure this is kind of
Mm-hmm.
as
Mm-hmm.
easy to use as possible without making it hard to maintain.
Yeah.
Uh,
We can discuss this more after stand up.
okay, okay, yeah, I'll just Slack you after stand up. But yeah, that's very much what I, was- I wanted to kind of go over.
Okay, cool. So let's see. I mean, why don't we continue? Um, how about
Oh,
let's get your update.
yeah. Yeah. Yesterday, finished working on the sharing SMS,
Mhm.
like sharing a badge. Specifically, the SMS icon was not working. Now it's working both Android, iOS, and if a user press on the SMS, there will be an SMS drawer with the image, preview image inside the SMS drawer there, which is gonna be like the badge. And yeah, that's done, and it's approved. Like the PR is done, it's approved. Also, I did one more fix. It's we did it Friday, just pushed it yesterday. It's like Todd just talked about it. Like the search for the games, it's broken. It just like the
Yeah.
images, there are no images there in the search for games. That's fixed too. Another thing that was there was, oh yeah, the thing that you sent to Johnny sent to Jerry about like the follow button in the search of the people screen.
Yeah.
It says follow. Yeah, that's because the change was done on the back end, but we needed to add one more change on the front end to have the fix. That's done too.
Okay. Good.
And also fix the show me how. Like remember how like the user tab as soon as they open the app, they tab the messages like more than one time, and they
Okay.
trigger that show me how. Now the we need to press these messages and the home and the discover to trigger that.
Cool.
Like
Okay.
all that doesn't matter, but as long as he press the three all of them, that will be triggered to show me how.
Okay. Good. What else?
Also, what's the other one? Oh yeah, I fixed the one of the links, the universal links. It should be taking the user to a topic.
Oh,
It
good.
was, yeah,
Okay.
I fixed that too. Now it should be. Also, I fixed the issue you showed me yesterday about like the friend connect, like the drawer when you want to
Oh, you
send it.
did? Oh, nice.
Yeah,
It'll drop the drawer if I hit send.
yeah.
I mean,
When
not
you
drop the drawer, like it'll navigate, like it'll
yeah,
send
it will
navigate.
when you do send, you just navigate. It's not gonna drop or anything. It's navigate. After like
Okay.
why it's navigating, you will see the drop.
Okay.
The
That's
keyboard drop.
fine.
Yeah.
And what about, is there any kind of toast or anything that says message sent?
No, it was not there. I think
Okay.
it was not needed because oh no, it does not like take you to the chat, but it takes you to the
Yeah.
cards. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, did I send it? You know,
Yeah. There was no toast there.
I know.
I
I
can
know. It's kind of a missing element, I think, that doesn't validate the action. It's not critical, um, but let's add it when you get a
yeah,
sec.
while I'm at it, I'll add it. Wouldn't be much.
Cool. That's awesome.
And
Okay.
and also there's the other issue that Wells shared yesterday. He explained about like the favorites wheel. It's not behaving like when you
Yeah.
spin, it's not behaving. I tried to do that. It seems works fine for me. And yeah, and I asked Wells, and he says, "Well, it's broken only with the entertainment, not every other like other categories works fine. If you spin or you press, you will see the categories, the subcategories
Yeah. If you
work.
press, yeah, if you press entertainment and it's not at the top, it's keeps you on a map.
Yeah, it's only the entertainment that's broken. So I'll fix that.
Okay.
Just got back to me today, so I'll fix it.
Okay. Cool. That's great. That's a lot. That's awesome. I want to get a production build. Maybe we can fix that map issue
Hmm.
and add the QR code. Um, and the QR code, I want to put it, the button, there's two spots. So the one we, yeah,
Hmm.
the one we saw. And then also when you hit the share, you know how the share button has a lottie and it's
Yeah,
at the top.
I saw the screenshot you sent me.
Oh yeah, that's right. I seen a screenshot. Okay, cool. Well, that would be great if we could get a production build with that stuff. It'll solve those bugs and some enhancements, which will be great. Trying to think if there was one other thing. Was there any other like bugs reported to you that you can think of?
Not reported to me, but I still have one. It's like I didn't figure it out. It's like the favorite in from the saves. I think the saves. Let me see.
Oh yeah, that was a
Yeah,
weird one. Yeah.
saves. Like it was like a weird transition. It breaks the transition between the favorite and search.
Hmm.
Like things are overlaid on top of each other. So
Yeah. That
I
one,
s-
I'm less. That's harder. That's more of an edge case because like it's not going to be
yeah,
reproduced as much.
yeah.
But okay, that
Um,
one we can wait. I'd rather get the production build rolling as soon as we
okay.
can. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there was something else. I was going through my notes. See. You did fix the games thing, like the games weren't showing up.
Yep.
Okay, good. Um, Great. I'll delete that one. Let's see. I think that's the main. There's some little things, but that's the main stuff. Okay. Um, Great. Yeah, let's do the QR code and the map fix.
Hmm.
And I think Wells has a PR. Does Wells have open PRs?
No, they're merged. I think. Yeah, they're merged.
Okay, they're merged, but they're not in 47. So that'll be good too. They'll be in the next build,
Yeah.
right?
Cool. Yep.
Excellent. Okay, does Ismail have any open PRs?
I don't.
No, mine is merged done.
Yours is merged, the tagging?
No, not the tagging. That one is not going to be part of this build, is it?
Okay. No, I don't want it to be. No, not yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you're all set too then for a production build.
Yeah. The two changes I mentioned in the morning, the one with the one we saw yesterday, and the opening the change to all users is merged then.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. We're making really good progress. Okay, so then let's aim for a production build as soon as possible. I mean,
Okay.
as soon as you're ready. Okay. All right. Great. Thank you for the update. Let's go to Wells.
Hello, sir. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, so all PR is open. We're merged just with a minor comments. Thank you, Ismail, for the heads up and everything working fine. So all the PR is merged and should be part of the next build. And right now, I am working um, on the favorites screen, but not necessarily on the CO. And in that, I have some questions to make. Let me share
Okay.
this with you.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I did send Amit the how we are getting the data for the favorites here, and it seems that everything is right on the backend.
Mm.
So it's a front end problem. So that's what I'm currently investigating. Because if you see here, I am seeing Wellington's favorites, so those are mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so
the hearts will always be from your perspective.
I'm sorry. What?
The heart should be red or white based on your. Does that make
Exactly.
sense?
Yeah. And this is the issue because since those are my favorites, they all should be favorited. Just like
Right,
over here on the CEO, you can see that they all are favorited because those are
Yeah.
my favorites. So we should see that here as well. And this is something I'm looking at currently.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Okay.
also, I do have a question regarding a behavior here because if we see, so to go into that flow, we go on favorites and we get the couch. Oh, sorry, couch. So this should be my favorites, right?
Yeah.
But when I press on them, they
That's not-
actually takes me to the check-in correctly.
That's-
So, I guess perhaps we would want to actually navigate the person to the profile. For example, I'm in Chantal's profile.
Yeah, it should go to the movie profile
Yeah.
because you can still check them from there.
Exactly. Thought so.
Yeah.
So yeah, indeed. We'll change this as well. We'll make it so we navigate to the profile because that makes way more sense, right? Since we're
Yeah.
navigating here.
Yep.
Also, I think we perhaps can improve. Not sure if this is the right time to do, but just to bring in the flag so we can think on it in the future. Right now, for getting these recent movies, shows, podcasts, books, etc., and games, we're actually calling the same API 5 times, but passing a different category.
Hmm.
So I call the API passing movies, then I call the API passing shows, then I call the API passing podcasts, then I call the API passing books. So we are making 5 backend requests just to show this screen. So perhaps that can be improved in the future, making it only one call to bring in this information.
I see. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. But as we always say, let's not fix something that is not broken. So this is an improvement that we can do in the future.
Okay.
Perhaps we have stuff less important to do first.
Yeah. Good point.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So the CO, I believe, is looking fine.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Is this PR ready now?
Not really, because of the small details I mentioned. So when I hit here,
Yeah.
it's
That's
here, and the hearts are not matching. So I thought perhaps might be a good idea to get them all first. But if you want to, perhaps we can open APR just for the CO, and then
Yeah. You might. Yeah. It's a bug fix. It's gonna go. It's gonna ship today, so we might as well.
sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's do that.
You do.
Great. Okay. What else you got going on?
Yeah, I believe that's just it. I started taking a look into the levels, into navigating and etc. It is not that straightforward because for navigating the user to some places in the app, we actually have to have some data. So I have to have the level screen having some data so we can navigate to some screens because some screens require different kinds of data to be sent to. So I'm looking into that, and yeah, so that's a work in progress. Nothing cool to show yet. This is the most advanced one. So yeah, moving forward, I will open APR for the CO here, and I'll continue working on the favorites being marked as favorites here, and the navigation.
Okay, great. All right,
Okay.
looking good. Okay, so yeah, when you get the PR ready, let's let Amine know, he can review it and get
Okay.
it in next show.
That's good. Thank you.
Excellent, thank you, Wells. All right, Jerry, let's get your update.
All right. I had those SMSs are all queued. They were all sent to Twilio. It looks like they were just in a queued status. I guess that's just Twilio managing their output for the SMSs, but I got those all scheduled.
Awesome.
But, yeah. So, I was saying I worked on that affiliate admin. I wanted to give a little demo of it.
Okay.
Let's see. There's some more things that need to be done, but we're getting there. This is just from QA, so you'll see here. You just have a list of everybody we have in here, and if there's somebody we want to add, you can set them up in here. Once their Stripe account is linked, we can plug that in. And then once we start to do payouts, everything's going to be manually dispersed. So
Okay.
for this example, we have Tori. She had two between the state range for $3.60. We'll do the math. We can check it out. And if we confirm it, this button will be like payout. And then it'll send the payout via Stripe. So that's going to be what we have here.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Is this still out QA right now?
this is in QA.
That's
I
why
asked-
the number is so low, because like I know Tori's invited a lot more people.
Yeah, no, this is QA data.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
I need. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get. Actually, Danny, do you need more onboarding links for everybody else that you're inviting to the program, or?
Do I need any more links? Not right now.
Okay.
I will.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do to generate that link. I'll see if Stripe should have an API method to generate that link. So hopefully that's pretty easy to do. Ian, I have the core data from like the text to you core flow on like how many people are clicking the link and all.
Yeah, he
for the
mentioned a little bit yesterday to me. Is it yesterday's numbers?
It was for like the last week.
Yeah, he gave those to me. It was decent. Like,
Yeah.
10% conversion, it seemed like, from people who entered the flow. Like
Yeah.
20 something people entered and like 2 people favored it.
Yeah.
Which would be like 10%, almost 10%. So
Mhm.
yeah, and it was higher if they went to the next step after entering the flow. They hit like the next button was even higher. It was like 2 out of 13 or something like that, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's really good. Were the numbers before, were they not reliable?
Yeah, because of the next button. The next button wasn't always logging right, but it figured out why the next button wasn't logging. So that's why they've been really good this past week, because we had resolved that issue.
Okay.
There are some changes Ian sent me. I think we were going to wait to hear if you wanted to make a certain change to it after looking at the numbers. But I can go ahead and start making those changes Ian sent to me, unless you wanted to keep it as is for now.
What were the changes? Oh, like the offer was going to change, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, like the display of it. Let's see. Core. Yeah, this email he sent me. So where, yeah, we'll put like the offer, like
Yeah.
up front on the first step.
Mm-hmm. Let's run the current one a little longer because the numbers are they're better than I thought. So one thing I would like to know is, since we started this, do we at least know the exact total who have completed the favorite? Was it 5 people? Was it 10 people?
In the last week, there were 2. It was like 2.
I know that. Yeah, I know. But I mean, since we started this, do we know the number?
because I don't know if they clicked, it's hard for me to tell how much they went through the flow unless I go off of when the SMS was sent,
Yeah.
when they viewed the page. I might be able to get that number if I just say like within if they favored it within like an hour of viewing the page, maybe.
Yeah. I would say that's a safe bet.
Yeah, I can see if I could run that number.
Okay.
Yep. Let's see. The the push admin. Push admin. Where is it? Push blast. Yeah. So this I need to update this in the push admin to be PST specific. Looked like Danny wanted to try to send some SMSs, not SMSs, push notifications, but I'll get this updated. And what I did yesterday is let me go to here and we'll go. What I set up yesterday is a nightly job that runs on our databases. And every night, this is something that I've neglected for a while, and I felt really bad that it's been neglected. We were just changing stuff really fast in the database, and we never committed it to source. But what I have now is on our AWS server that runs SQL Monitor, I have a Redgate script that runs every night now, and it's going to essentially just commit whatever changes are done to the database automatically, so I don't have to remember to do it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we
Okay.
have backup going, and then we also have our data.
Is there any risk of us committing something that we didn't want to commit?
I don't know these such as what
Tell me again, what is it going to automate? What?
any of the like schema changes. So like any of our like stored procedure changes or function changes in the database, they're going to it basically just it tracks the history of everything that I changed in the database. So for example, you had me update this query for the spotlight screen.
Yeah.
To pull the value of the friends.
Yeah.
So this tracks those changes that I did because SQL Server doesn't have functioning in it, like not functioning versioning. It doesn't have versioning, so this
right.
versioning. So if you're like, well, if we go to do a change, like, oh, how long has it been like that? Now I can tell you how long it's been like that, as long as the change was done, sometime starting today.
Okay. So I like that aspect. Is it also committing code? Like a lot of times we'll make backend changes that we sometimes test in QA, but sometimes don't yet. But we've been pushing fast to go to production.
Well, QA and prod have their own repos. The way that this is set up.
Okay.
So nothing will cross over if that's what you're asking.
That's one question, and the other one is just that maybe we make a change in production, but we're not ready to push it yet. Like,
well, this is only going to be anything that is pushed.
Oh, okay.
Anything that is pushed is going to go here. Like this is not going to actually affect a database.
I see.
This is just something that runs every night. It takes to how the database was the day before and the database is now and just adds the difference. Okay. It's just adding logging so we know more or less what changed on the database on which date.
Okay, it doesn't change the database.
It doesn't change the database.
Okay. Okay, cool. So it's safe.
Yeah, it's just it's safe. This is just for nightmare scenarios where we have to rebuild the database.
Okay, good to know. Great. Okay, very good. What else got going on?
Yep. Let's see. We got those SMSs sent out. I'm going to keep the core flow. And now I know, okay, yeah, I'm working with Ayad on the chat admin stuff. He's having it to where you can update like the topic image and then the group image from that admin panel too. So yeah. So I'm working with him on that. Let's see. I'll look into what Todd sent about the about the Texas maggots topic. Let me see. I didn't see that topic in the group.
Yeah, what happened with this test? Did it recreate the problem?
I don't see Texas maggots in
So
the
the,
in
so
the
it's it sounds likely the filter.
yeah.
block.
So it looks like it sends. That's how the filter doesn't stop you. It
Right.
looks like it's sent.
Right.
But
Right.
if you go back in the chat, if I go into the Maggot Army chat, the Maggot's topic is not there,
Yeah.
which is interesting. I wonder if it's something to do with the photo. I wonder if it's
Well, no,
like,
it's the word, right?
well, I'm looking at it. Somebody
Didn't we have to override it now that I think about it, or originally creating the chat?
no, somebody made a topic called North Nevada Maggots, and that worked. I wonder if it's something to do with the image. I wonder
Or a combination of things. Maybe it's trying to use its best estimation of context. Like, because obviously, if I said, "Oh, I took the garbage out and there was maggots in it," like that's not. But if I said you're a maggot, that's maybe the AI is doing some.
I mean, I'm just speculating. I haven't looked at the logs that much. I just know that the topic has not posted.
Yeah, but we think high probability it's due to that phrasing, right?
Yes, that is my current assumption.
Okay, so maybe we just whitelist that word.
I have not looked to see if we can do that to bypass the filter, because the filter doesn't tell you exactly what words flag it.
We'll see if independently of all that, you could just whitelist a word.
Not quite, because unless I say if this message has maggot, bypass the filter totally. It's like a safe word.
Yeah,
Then,
so you can do that.
I don't recommend that.
Well, only on that word. I don't think that word is like not. There's much worse.
I know there's much worse words. I'm just saying is that right now, if I bypass the filter for the word maggot, I have to bypass the whole message. And then you could just you can go and take something very ugly and it just has maggot in it. And it's like, oh, it says maggot, and bypass it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, well, see what you can do then to avoid that.
I'll see what it supports.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let's see.
Cool.
I feel like I'm forgetting something going on. Let me go up through the messages. Oh yeah, I got to update the backend for the phone numbers for tagging to make sure that we remove the phone number if you don't have them in your contacts. And let's see, just Sharon Hill, and just addressing those reports from the users. Oh, there was one thing now, actually, John, you wanted me to bring up. Let me come up to it. The session replay that Zane had duplicate dummy messages. You wanted to see if Ahmed could check into that?
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Yeah, why did that occur? Could you share that with on it?
Okay.
I'm messaging Ismail or something separate.
Entry. This would be at 7 p.m.
Ismail, I just sent you something maybe minor, but maybe take a look at it. I'm not sure why that image is getting cut off on one event, but not on another event. And they were both created right around the same time.
Image got cut off.
Yeah, if you tap on it from the card.
Is it cut off from the back end or from the front end?
I don't know.
The URL.
Look at the one next to it.
To see.
Yeah, there's another one another event created right around the same time. That one does not.
Yeah, but I'm saying, is the image cut off on the front end or on the back end? Like, did it get cut off when it got uploaded?
Good question.
Or because all this does is display the image. Let me see. I can't. I would need the URL for that image, but there's no way to get that from the front end. At least from like your side. What chat is this?
This is Bar West Midtown. You might not be in it.
Mm, Okay, so if you close the image and open again, it'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, can you save the image?
Let's see. Good question.
Try saving it. I want to see how it looks.
Okay. Awesome.
Because saving it would go
Should
off the
be-
URL, I would assume.
Yeah, so download the full. Okay. Saving. Okay, done. Looks like. Let's see. Huh. It did save it cut off. So maybe. Well, did it get cut off on the upload?
I don't know.
I find that unlikely because I mean I know Zane's the one who uploaded this. He
Mhm.
wouldn't have cut it off.
Mm,
We
I
have
think
some.
it's saved like that on Cloudnary.
Why then the one next to it is larger?
Mm, do you have the full image?
Like the original?
Yeah.
I can ask him for it.
Yeah, can you ask him for it? And we'll just we'll try to upload it through chat or something and see what happens.
Okay, let me ask him. One second.
Just got a Twilio notice of low balance. Looks like we are signing people up at an accelerating rate because the
Or
fixed.
I'm sending out 1,000 SMSs right now too.
Oh,
Sorry.
Combination of
that's
it.
all right.
It's
We
still
did get some good downloads yet.
Oh, yeah, there's been a ton.
It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, very. I'm gonna try and get that original. If he has it, I'll let you know. Just message him. Okay, so also Ismail, this one here. I don't think we need this gradient on these. And in fact, I thought we had it to where you could tap this image and it gave you the full image from the event also. I think we lost that functionality somewhere because now you cannot tap the image on the event card, like drawer,
You can tap the image
and expand it.
on the event card.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we had that before. Remember, because we removed the gradient from here because like you don't need.
Are you sharing your screen? I'm not seeing your screen if you're sharing.
No, I shared it in Slack.
Oh, Slack. Okay. So we can't click on the image where the gradient is, or like you can click on the image but not the part where it has a gradient.
Can't click on it at all, and we don't need the gradient here because there's no information there.
Oh, I
Do you
see.
remember we worked on this a few months ago where we didn't have a gradient or any words across there? Or maybe it was on the next. It was after you tap it and expand it, but you
Yeah.
can't tap and expand it anymore. Maybe since the new drawer was implemented, I don't know why it's not.
Okay, so just remove the gradient. Is that the problem?
Two things: don't need the gradient, and you should be able to tap the image and expand it.
I don't think we ever did the
I'm
expanding the
99.
image thing. I think what we did is when you're in the modal, the full image shows. This one you think it's not expanded because it got cut off. But what happens
I
is
see what you're saying.
yeah,
Yeah, because it is expanded on the other one.
correct.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
So
Okay,
I
then-
remember I added like a math equation to
Yeah, so okay, so we don't need it to expand, but we don't need the gradient because
yeah,
nothing
that
there.
could get removed.
Okay, cool. Can you do that? And I'm still waiting to find out why that other one's cropped. So I guess we'll wait on that and then just let's remove the gradient.
Is Amit still here?
Yep.
Amit, I
Yes.
created or called it. So, two things. Um, the notification for the tagging was sent to me, not to the user.
Sent to you.
Yes. So, like, let's say I tagged Ismail test, tagged Ismail Ayub. That
Mhm.
I'm the one who did the tag Ismail test. I got the notification, not Ismail Ayub.
Oh, it's not possible. Might
Yeah.
be you mixed with the player ID there. I tested it.
Let me try that again.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just got the notification again. Me, not the other person.
So look
Um,
what you
let
are
me see.
sending.
Let me see how the mutation looks here. Give me a second. I'll send you the mutation. Maybe there's a mistake there. Okay. So
Yeah,
here's a
it's player ID. From the it's coming from the database is
group key. Here it is. Copy. On that. Also, one more thing is we might need to have a separate mutation for updating. This is gonna get a little complex. I'll explain why. Okay, so here's the mutation I have. So requesting user key is me.
yes.
The group key is there. The topic key is there. You see, and then you have Ismail, Ayub, and John are the two people who are tagged. So those are the two people who should get the notification.
1 minute. So Jerry, can you please check why database is returning requesting user player ID?
What are we? What am I checking?
Inside I will sending you UDFs. 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Photo. Photo here. App dot photo tag update.
Good news is the notification works. It takes me to the chat.
Hmm.
So there's that. But yes, sending it to the wrong person.
G66. Okay.
Okay, this is return. Wait, what UDF app photo tag update? And
Yes.
what is it not returning, or what is it? What do we need?
Player ID. Player ID is returning of the requesting user.
Ooh. Okay. That should be a really easy fix.
Yes, include everybody in the.
Oh, I see. I see. Yep.
Yeah, like for example, you have me and John are in the tagged photo input. That's that. Those are the people who should be getting the notification.
It's fixed.
Okay.
So it's not can you please test it? No.
Yes, I can.
So,
Just tested it. Yeah, I got the notification now. Okay, now I need to make the image open. Okay, cool. One more thing. I don't know if Jerry also you want to pay attention to this, but so when it comes to tagging, here, let me share my screen so I can kind of better explain it. There's of course the initial tag. So let's just kind of clear everything here. Okay. So let's say, I just open this image. I want to tag someone. I click on here. Say, I tag John and I click done. Now I just tagged John and John is going to get a notification now that he's been tagged. Now the problem is, what if I want to, I want to like move where like John is, I didn't have him right here. I want to move him here, or I want to add somebody else too, right? Multiple actions can be done here. Now, when I click done, the same API is going to get called, and John is going to get another notification.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure how we can kind of handle this problem because it's, I thought, oh, we have another mutation for updating, but then you can like in the same screen we can either add or update. So that's where it gets a little
Jerry, so
tricky.
in that case, cat.update should not return already, which are already present. Is it possible?
Okay, so I can return like if it's a new one or not. Maybe.
Yes. Yeah. Is new that something you can return that we can filter out?
So you guys will handle it on the backend side
Yes.
and keep the same mutation?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, about sorry, pivoting to the Texas maggot situation. I am not able to create a topic called Texas maggots with that image. It's the filtering, but I'll see what we can do to configure that.
Is the filtering only in the public chats, not in the private chats?
I have it in. I think I have it in all the chats right now.
Because I can use the image in private chats for sure. And I swear, well, wait a minute, are you trying on iOS or Android?
I'm on iOS.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it's something with the combination of the image and the text that it does not like. I can figure out if what it's flagging it as, but let's see. Yeah, I'll look more at the moderation of the side. We don't have to stop to call for it. I'll just be working on it.
Sounds good.
Also, just for the status on the returning the phone number for people who are in my contact for the tags, is that Ahmed or Jerry? So I know who to kind of follow up with.
Wait, what are we doing? The tags of the phone numbers?
To determine if somebody can invite somebody or not from tags.
Yeah, that'll be with me.
Okay.
I stepped away for a minute, but I'm back. Anybody need anything? Maybe we probably let Amine go here soon. Amine, what are you working on?
Yep. So like I'm looking to duplicate lobby messages. So yeah, I will check about it.
Okay, yeah. Let me know what you come up with there.
So
In
I will.
terms of-
Yeah, so I'm dropping for now. I will check.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks. Bye. Jerry, did those texts go out? Jerry, you still here?
Oh, what's up? Sorry, I want to go pick some food.
Did those SMSs go out?
They're going through. I don't know if they're all sent yet, but I see them going from queue to delivered in Twilio.
Okay. Um, you do see them delivered?
Yeah, well, shoot. Some are saying failed because we ran out of balance, I think. But Danny refilled it, right?
I believe so. Yeah. Dan, did you refill that?
Unless we ran through it again because we just sent out like 1,000. I can check.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like we're good.
Okay. Are you getting data on conversions and things like that coming in?
I can pull that. Let's see.
We can wait a little bit till they all send.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, let's give it another like 30 minutes or an hour and see how they track.
All right.
Okay, cool.